All right, so what's your name?
Adriana.
Adriana. How old are you?
30.
Where are you from originally?
I-17 Bell Road.
So you're from Phoenix?
Yeah.
What's going on with you right now? Are you homeless?
Yeah.
How long have you been in that situation?
The last couple of months, I was part of with the Native American insurance. We were part of that big fraud. So It's been kind of rough with that because you couldn't work while you're living in their houses. So when we got home, our whole house was just empty. And our steps were just in the middle, and we just took off. Slept in the car for a while, and then car broke down and just been running amok. Here we are.
So you were in a Native American program? Are you Native?
Yeah, Native me.
Okay. What tribe?
I have Cherokee. Probably not enough to be in it, but it was fraud. Regardless, it was fraud. There was all different types of.
Well, what are they doing or what?
They opened up houses and they're trying to get money from Access, and made us go to classes. And then when they're getting caught up, they just stopped. So we went to like 3 different houses, and they're all fraud.
So what do? They just open up those houses and charge the insurance? And they're not trying to like get anyone better, or
no, they're like dope houses basically.
Okay.
They're trap houses. You're there safe, but you're getting high.
That's crazy, man.
A lot of them are like that. You'd be surprised. And they're all in nice areas. Like we're in like $1 million house in Tempe, Chandler.
Yeah.
Never would guess. So it's like Scottsdale, we're in Tempe, and then Chandler.
So what do you do out here to survive? How do you get your money?
Any way I can. Won't rob people. Won't rob stores. I'll do what I can to get money though.
Is it dangerous on these streets?
Absolutely.
What kind of dangers do you go through?
There's always a monster. Doesn't matter what kind of ginger egg, it doesn't matter if it's male or female. There's always someone who's going to want to take advantage of someone. And people on the streets don't stay together. They're against each other, unfortunately. It's each your own. They'll act like you guys are friends to your face, and as soon as you turn your back, you're going to get stabbed. That's just how it is out here. I mean, everywhere you go, people are overdosing, and again, I have my own addictions, but like I'm going to stop in Norcan, something to help someone, not just walk by like most people do.
Yeah.
And it takes the cops 30 minutes to get there. It takes fire crews, it takes forever to get there, and they treat them like they're just garbage. They wake up and they're like, okay, you're good to go, and it's sad. Like, they should care. I understand it's big, and I understand that you have those rude people on the streets who are just rude to cops, rude to everyone, but you have people who are actually just trying to fucking survive out here. Not trying to get in trouble, not trying to get in the cops' faces, just trying to live. And they just want to fuck with everyone. I get it, it's your job, but worry about the rapists, the murderers, people dying, and don't worry about people just walking a car across the street. They're innocent. Most of the time, they're innocent. See people
telling me earlier that some guy was tripping on you?
Yeah. I was over there in Peoria, I-17, and some guy grabbed me, started sucking my neck, and I tried to get away, and he tried to slice my neck. And no one helped. Not one person. They just kind of kept walking by like I put myself in that predicament, and I didn't. I was just walking the streets. Just trying to get your QT.
Yeah, it's crazy out here.
And like they need to do something. Like I know they're opening more shelters and stuff, but you gotta have all these requirements to get in, and it's like open one for people and understand there's couples, keep the couples together and have those regulations. Like if you guys fight or you guys do this, then you guys have to be separated. But if you want to clean up the streets, show some mercy. I get it, it's out of control now. Like I wouldn't even want to raise my kids out here. Every bus stop you go to, you see somebody hitting a tray, or you see foil inside QT, or out fries, someone nodding off. Like, it's sad. It shouldn't be that way at all. Like, they need to show a little bit more respect for the children. I don't want my kids around that, but they don't need to be assholes about it either. But you also can't force them to get help either. So it's like a catch-22, I guess.
How does law enforcement treat you out here?
They're assholes. I keep away, honestly. I haven't been really bothered with lately, I don't try it. I just stay out of their way. I don't hang out with crowds for that reason, because they run good crowds. Yeah. I don't look suspicious. I don't go around cars. I don't go around apartment complexes. I don't do anything that's going to get me in trouble. You know, like, it's not worth it. I'm not going to sit at QT for hours to get a trespassing pass or sit at the bus stop where people are getting high to get myself in trouble. I'd rather walk a couple miles before that happens.
You ever been busted?
Oh, yeah.
How many times?
More times I like to admit. You know, I've been in and out of prison for the last 10 years of my life. Changed my life around. I worked in recovery, and then I ended up relapsing. And so I know both sides, but it's just having to find that, like, inner peace with me and figuring out what's wrong with me. You know, like, really don't have a good support system, honestly. Like, my mom's supportive, but she has to do that. Keep me away because I'm in my addiction. She doesn't want to see me kill myself. And then it's just me and my man. Like, it's just us, you know? And his family's not supportive. I only really have my mom, and she does what she can. But like I said, like, I'm a grown-up, you know? So not really having that support sucks. And when you try to, like, reach out for help, it's hard. They say it's easy to get help out here, and it's not. It really isn't.
You only have your mom? What about your dad?
No, he's not around. Just my mom.
You got any siblings?
Yeah, but they all got taken away by CPS when they were younger. So they kind of came back in my life now that they're older, but...
You didn't grow up with them?
No, they got taken away when I was like 10, 11. It was good with my grandparents. I grew up on I-17 Bell, had a good childhood. I was spoiled brat, honestly, had everything I wanted and needed. And then obviously with my mom, I saw, like, the lifestyle and really didn't faze me, didn't want anything to do with it. And when I turned 18, I got introduced to just tried it, and I fell in love with it, and my life kind of just went down from there. It was like to fit in, like, it was easier to fit in that way.
Yeah. So your mom was running the streets too?
Yeah, she was. And then my mom got arrested. Grand jury indicted. She has like 21 co-defendants. It's a big ring. She doesn't even know half her co-defendants. She got 9.25 years in prison. And then I ended up going to prison right after her, and it was more like ha-ha in your face kind of deal. Like, I was trying to get in trouble to show her, like, look what you did. But it was just because I missed my mom, you know, because I knew she was going to be gone for a long time. And I ended up actually on the yard with my mom. And we did a couple years together. It was great to build that bond with my mom inside prison because we're both sober, and to see how much she matured and grown as a woman, because I've never really seen my mom sober, you know? And, like, it was good for us to be in prison together. I know everyone says that's weird, but that was my best friend. So it was nice to grow that relationship with her again. And then I get out, she gets out, and she's just like shell-shocked from the world after 8 years, you know, and she's still doing good, surprisingly, you know. Not, hate to say surprisingly, but how the world is. So yeah, and like, county sucks.
How old's your mom now?
46. Yeah, 46. So I mean,
she had you young.
Yeah, she was 16. So my grandparents raised me, so it's just weird. It's scary how the world is today.
Yeah.
You know, like I said, everyone says get help, but you go get help, then what's there after, you know? Honestly, like, if you don't have a job and you can't pay for a halfway house, you got to find a job to get into a halfway house, then where do you go after detox? Like, where are the options, you know? And like I said, I worked in recovery. I know there's options, but like, when you actually reach out and try to get into there, where's there to go? I have no problem going to get clean and getting off the streets, no problem. Where do I go after that? Like, realistically, like, with all the fraud going on and then needing a job, I know certain halfway houses will take you. Absolutely, you know? But do you change scenery? Do I go somewhere else? Or do you stay here? Like, don't know.
Where are you staying at now?
Was staying in Tempe and now staying over here on Peoria. Hopefully getting off the north side real soon again. It's too scary out here.
Staying in the tent? Staying outside?
Was staying in the car, but it's just not safe because cops want to mess with you if you're sleeping in your car, if you're doing nothing wrong, you know? Which sucks again because a lot of people don't have houses, you know? Including with the pandemic and everything. A lot of people lost their homes and jobs and are just trying to get back up. They had to sleep in their car for a little bit. Hotels are expensive. I mean, Econo, everyone knows Econo, and that's like $60 a night there.
Is that the cheapest one out of here?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and with a $40 deposit. You know, and like Premier Inn on Peoria, they're pretty cheap too. It's like $62. Pretty cheap, but the weekends come, it's $80. Like, it's a lot of money for a room to get kicked out of the next day, you know?
Yeah.
And not in a safe area either. So, yeah. Hopefully someone will intervene and help, you know? And just have a little sympathy. Like I said, I understand enforcement had to do their jobs. You know, they had to be by the book, but you know, I just mess with people because they're walking down the street. There's no rhyme or reason for it. You know what I mean? Like, you're not going to stop coming in. It doesn't matter. Everyone, they can catch all the people on the road. There's always still going to be someone out here. And until we're actually ready to change, we're not going to. But I mean, all these abandoned hotels, they can turn those into shelters easily. Easily, the state could do it. They have so much money from, like, them closing down the zone and everything. They got that big freaking money or whatever to help, you know, do something with it. Because not only did they move there, now they're moving into other neighborhoods, and families are scared, kids are scared, they don't know what's going on. Like, help them, get them into shelter. So many hotels closed down right now. Don't understand.
All right, well, thank you for sharing your story. I really do appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Are you okay if I post this on my YouTube channel?
Yes, I am.
And just in case anybody wants to reach out to you with any sort of help or donations, do you have any contact information that you want to share?
No, I really don't have anything right now. But
all right, that's fine. Thank you for sharing your story.
Of course.